Hello everyone, welcome back to another anime review. We are reviewing an anime called The Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated. Now this anime is really interesting. The main plot of the anime is the fact that Jahy, the main character, gets confronted by a magical girl, and since the magical girl is not the focal point of the anime, you already know this is just for comedy shits and their giggles. She breaks up the crystal, and then Jahi's trying to get the crystal back so she could get her all power back. The thing is the fact that she gets dumped into the human world because she's in her own world. She gets dumped into the human world, and she has to work at a restaurant. There's just one problem. She has a crystal around her neck that makes her transform into an adult so she can work at the thing. Because next door to the restaurant, she lives in an apartment complex that's run down and it looks like really bad maintenance. It's really fucking bad. I think it's pretty fucking funny to be honest with you because she doesn't like living there and it's pretty fucking funny. She does. There's one episode where she lives with a restaurant owner, which I'll get to her later. But that's the main gist of it. Now, when it comes to the owner of the restaurant, she has big boobs, of course. But the thing is the fact that she's sort of like an airhead because Jahi transforms in front of her and she doesn't give a fuck. Because Jahi has two forms: her adult form when she works at the restaurant, and also when she's a kid. Because when she's a kid, she becomes friends with a character that's in elementary school, I believe. But yeah, she doesn't. It's just another plot device. So that's the main gist of Jahi. Now Jahi is trying to get these crystals to be powerful, but also the magical girl got sucked into the human world, but she's also a human. The thing is about her, however, is the fact that when she gets introduced the first time, you think that she's the hero of this thing, but she has bad luck because if you're a human being and you test and you have these crystals, you get a lot of bad luck. So she's trying to get the crystals so that way no one can have bad luck anymore. That's the main gist of things. The first half, you think that she's a masochist because it's pretty fucking obvious. Um, but later down the road, she becomes a stalker because of the fact that Jahi wants to become friends with her, and she decides to stalk her by making friends with her elementary school friends, and also getting her job apparently because the magical girl works at the same place that Jahi works, and she gets fucking livid. I love it. She's like stalking her. It's pretty. She's a really addicted stalker. Now about the masochist thing, when Jahi and her fight for real, well, sort of. She decides to be a stalker instead. The masochist, however, is mainly due to the Jahi's minion, because there are minions in this that got sucked in too. Her minion is her second in command, and she is a masochist because she likes being beaten up and being told you fucking suck and stuff like that. And she loves it. She gets off on it. I don't know why, but apparently she is. Instead of having the same home as Jahi, she is rich, and she owns a fucking company, and she's found a dump truck of crystals, which I think is pretty fucking funny. That means that Jahi's just incompetent, or she's just plain fucking stupid. Now then, there are a few other side characters, so to speak, mainly due to the fact that the homeowner has a sister and she could be a massive bitch, but I think that makes her character trait even better. She does develop feelings for Jahi as a sister or something like that because they've been living together. I'll explain the. I won't spoil the ending, but it's a. They act like Jahi's dead and stuff, and then she gets pissed off at it. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. And the other character that's one of her minions, she tries to take out Jahi, which is fucking funny as hell because she always fails at it, and the fact that she's fucking incompetent as hell. She also transforms into Jahy, and fucking the landlord, which is the sister, she is the landlord of Jahy, decides to call her, decides to beat the crap out of her, scared the living shit out of her, and it's pretty fucking fun. The anime is comic relief, all the same. Now, when it comes to the Demon Lord doesn't come in until later on in the anime, and the only reason why they're all stuck in the human world is because the Demon Lord and her sister are ignoring each other. Yeah, but the Demon Lord doesn't really speak. She doesn't speak at all. She is just, how do I say it? She is a mute when she gets introduced. All she cares about is fucking food. And she lives with the magical girl, which makes it even more complex. Because when Jahi says that you should live with me, she decides to say no and fuck you because the magical girl can buy food because she works all the damn time. And I think that's pretty fucking funny. I remember one episode where the magical girl forgot her fruit lunch, and the demon lord decides to take the lunch to her. The problem is that she's already eaten the lunch already because she's a glutton. I think that's pretty fucking funny. The whole anime is fucking comic relief. There are 20 episodes, which is unique when it comes to an anime that only has 20 episodes. The last anime that we watched that had 20 episodes for the main plot is Tiny Witches, and that anime kind of blew the ball. But to be frankly honest with you, I'm gonna give this anime 8 out of 10. I thought it was funny to hell. It was funny as hell, and I highly recommend it. It is really fucking funny, and I think that it deserves to be watched. Now, do I think that it deserves to be watched to the very extent? No, but the thing is the fact that comedy goes a long way if the characters bounce off of each other, and I think that's the main just why I'm giving this an 8. Because usually what happens is that when characters bounce off each other really well, it makes the flow of the episode, makes the flow of the anime go faster, and it makes it a lot better. To be honest with you, I mean, Love Tyrant had the same thing, but I never mentioned it. But the main reason why the flow of the anime, if it's fast paced, you can take along with it. But if it's also a slow pace, you can also do that too. But the slow pace, we will get to that. But there are some slow pace animes I like. But this anime is fast paced. You gotta keep up. And to be frankly honest with you, all the characters bounce off of each other really well. I love how they did with the magical girl. She becomes a masochist for punishment because she has bad luck because she has all the crystals. But later on, she becomes a stalker because she wants more friends because she doesn't have any friends in school because of how much bad luck she has. And I think that's the main reason why I like this anime. It's pretty fucking funny. 20 episodes. It won't take you very long. Probably like 2 days, maybe, perhaps, depending on when you watch it. But I'm giving this anime an 8 out of 10. So I hope you guys have a nice positive day and take care.